Hey, how's it going, you guys? This is Pet Platypus here, and it's time to review Jojo's Bizarre Adventures, Stardust Crusaders, episode 43. These episodes are just getting better and better, man. This Vanilla Ice has got to be one of the best stand users this whole season. I mean, I haven't watched the other episodes in a while, obviously, but he's got to be hands down the best stand user so far. I mean, with Avdol in the previous episode, and Iggy in this one, and that ending with Polnareff, just fantastic. Great animation, great pacing, incredible sense of danger. Story progression, not a whole ton, but there's still active fighting happening. It's not just set up for the payoff in the next episode. What else? I mean, I guess I'll just summarize a little bit. We get the aftermath of what happens with Avdol. We see him, he eats the hands, he says he's gone, disintegrated, and Polnareff freaks out and attacks him, swinging the sword around, cutting up everything. Joseph, Jotaro, and Kakyoin are going through a lower level of the mansion, it looks like, and they can, it's rumbling because of all the things Polnareff's cutting apart. But he can't hit him because he's going into his own dimension thing and coming out of the dimension, and he's just Pac-Manning everything, just like, vroom, vroom. Like, he reminds me of the Dinner of Kings in Toriko, if you've read Toriko at all. Very much reminds me of that, even though this definitely came first. So both of them kind of remind me of Pac-Man, more so the Toriko thing, but yeah, this was just awesome. The sense of danger is insane. Him just tearing through the whole mansion, they're running around, trying to escape. Polnareff loses his toes, and a chunk of his thigh, and like his fingers. It's insane. I mean, the dude's never gonna walk again, that's for sure. And yeah, I mean, Iggy getting beat into the wall, apparently he has ribs puncturing his lungs. It's just, I mean, fuck, dude. Of course the dog would get the worst of it, obviously. Why, of course he would get beat into a wall. And it's because he made a sand clone. And we get more characterization of Vanilla Ice. We knew he was dedicated to Dio, but now we really see how obsessed he is. Just the fact that Iggy made him attack a fake Dio made out of sand, which was pretty cool. That just infuriated him to just no limit. He was just beating the shit out of him. Didn't even just erase him with his stand. He wanted to torture him. And we also see fangs on him, and they haven't, like, said anything, like, 100%, like, he is a vampire. But Polnareff stabbed him right through the mouth and said it hit his brainstem, and he's not dead. So I'm assuming he's also a vampire. And maybe it's something in the last episode said he was. I mean, because he, like, decapitated himself, and then Dio, like, fixed it. But I don't know if that was, like, a Dio thing or whatever. But yeah, I mean, Iggy gets fucked up, and, he's doing the circling motion, and, Iggy's trying to crawl to Polnareff, and it looks like Polnareff is done. It looks like he died. But I know he's not dead, because, not to, like, spoil myself or anything, but I looked up his page on, like, the Jojo wiki or whatever, just like, yeah, Polnareff, whatever. And I see that he appears in part 5. I assume maybe, like, a cameo or for a couple of chapters. I'm like, okay, whatever, part 5. Because in most shonen series, you read them or watch them, it's like, oh, okay, characters live. That's obvious. Most good guys never die in shonen. So I saw him appearing in part 5 or whatever, and even at the end of this episode where it looks like he dies, I mean, fake deaths happen a lot. Like, they look extremely convincing, and they leave the audience going, oh my god, they're dead, and then they're not dead in the next episode or next chapter or whatever. So I don't feel like I spoiled myself. I don't feel like I ruined the experience, because even Avdol, of course, I mean, I think he's done only because of, like I said, the previous time that he died. Why fake his death twice? That doesn't make any sense. He's probably done. With Polnareff, though, I'm more leaning towards might be a fake-out death. Iggy could have done something with sand. It looks like he was trying to do something. I noticed that the Fool, when it got up next to Iggy, it had sand leaking. It wasn't complete. Now, that could have been just because he and Iggy was injured, so, Iggy couldn't control him as well. But part of his body could have been doing something to protect Polnareff, so yeah, I know he's alive. I know that he has, like, a cameo in part 5 or something. I've only seen, like, his face in, like, the newer art style, whatever, but yeah, but I don't really feel like I'm spoiled. I don't really feel like it's anticlimactic. Like I said, I've seen enough shonen to know that there's obviously a chance he could be alive. No matter how definitive a death looks, Pell from One Piece, there's always a chance they can live. So I just have to see what happens in the next episode. I don't know how he's going to live. I don't know any of that stuff. I don't know any of the story details. I just know that he definitely does not die in part 3. So, yeah, I don't know. Episode was great. Just absolutely fantastic episode. I'd probably go 10 out of 10 for this one. Not quite my highest rating. If someone had died, one of the main characters, or if the stand fight had been settled in this episode, it probably would have hit an 11 out of 10. But we still gotta wait and see what happens. It wasn't completely concluded. It was still great fighting. Cool moment where Iggy and Polnareff go back to back with each other. Pretty damn cool, but still wasn't the most amazing story progression ever. But for JoJo standards, I guess it was okay-ish. And yeah, the animation, of course, amazing. Very detailed in a lot of shots. And the pacing was good, and the sense of danger is insane. So I'm going to give this episode a 10 out of 10. And it was so close to an 11. If they had just finished this fight with a really epic climax, done. Boom. Right there. That would have been an 11 out of 10 episode of JoJo. But still, a 10 out of 10 is still a great score, obviously. It's pretty much like the highest score. 11 out of 10 is just when I'm like, damn, that episode really hit me. Like, that was fucking awesome. And I've gotten a little more strict with my ratings over time. I used to hand them out a couple of times for Hunter x Hunter, and I didn't really give Yu Yu Hakusho too many. And it's not even because these episodes are that much worse than the Hunter x Hunter episodes. It's just I'm kind of getting a little... I want to get a little stricter with the really high scores, because can't be handing those out to every single episode that comes out like candy. But anyways, review's going on long enough. Fucking fantastic episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I loved it. Yeah, 10 out of 10. So, thanks for watching this video. Tell me what you guys thought of this episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure in the comments below. I will talk to you guys later. Follow me on Instagram. Bye.